How are you guys? How's quarantine going on for you? I thought let's do a video with my quarantine avatar or whatever, my house shirts and PJs. So anyways, this video is about what all is quarantine teaching us, if at all anything. So before we get into the video, do subscribe to the channel, share this video if you like it. There was one more video that I've made on lockdown about what things you can do during lockdown. Go ahead, watch it, like it, share it, and let's get into the video now. So first things first, what is it teaching us? It's teaching us the value of our home, the value of our house, or wherever you're stuck, the value of that place. Well, I wouldn't call it stuck. I'm liking it. I'm enjoying it more than ever. In our daily busy life, a lot of us don't really sit back, relax, and take a look at our house. What items that we get, like when initially you move into a house, you get everything. You think about designing that place, you think about decorating that place, and you get every furniture, from every furniture to decor piece to everything. We put in so much thought into all of that, but after a certain while, we kind of drift away from it, never look back at it, or just get too busy to sit back and realize how much it meant to us when we got those items home. So it's that time to sit back and look at these items which we got and we enjoyed at some point but probably forgot. Now the next thing that quarantine is teaching us is to be more creative. How is it teaching us that? Well, we are at home all the time, so we are saving on the traveling time to work and we are saving time on a lot of other things. So for everything that we said we didn't have time, we are getting back into that, which is our hobbies, or even if we didn't have those hobbies, some of the craft work. Few parents are getting along in doing crafts or DIY things with their kids, and that's how quarantine is making us more creative. Now, how many of you have seen your friends posting pictures of golgappas or samosas or momos or cutlets and what not, just a hell lot of items on social media? Everyone is turning into a cook, or even if they aren't a cook, they're at least trying it out. Whoever are, they are trying better dishes, better recipes, what not. So this had to be on the list. Quarantine is making us better cooks. For people who have never cooked, it's their only time probably where they don't have any other option than to cook themselves. So if not for anything, at least they know how to make dal chawal roti. I guess so. So definitely good for us. So most of us are working from home, and it is a luxury to be able to work from home, to know that you're working from home at your own convenience and your salary is still getting credited. However, there are a lot of daily wage workers and people into different occupations where they are getting fired or they are not getting any payment for these months where they can't go to work. Daily wage workers just totally losing out on their occupation and income. I feel for people who know and who understand, at least for them, quarantine definitely is making us more empathetic towards them. With all the social media awareness and everyone posting about things that they are doing and the charities going on, definitely people are more aware and they empathize better with folks who are probably not at such a convenient place as we are at the moment. Kudos to quarantine for doing that. And in lines with empathy, to realize what other people are going through, what hardships they might be in. Another thing which comes hand in hand with empathy, which this lockdown and quarantine is teaching us, is gratitude. To be grateful for what we have, that we have a house, a roof on our head, we have food in our kitchen and our fridge is stocked up with snacks, and we don't have to worry about going hungry when we are sitting at home. We are working from home and we know that end of the month our salaries will get credited. Somehow we don't have to go out every day and think about making it for the day. And gratitude is also something that makes things that you already have grow. So I believe that's another really important and probably one of the best things that this lockdown is teaching us. So another double kudos to quarantine. Moving on, how many of you have ordered in last 1 month, ordered in, or have bought food, like cooked food takeaways from restaurants? I'm sure not a lot of us, at least not compared to how much we were doing before this lockdown happened or before Corona happened in general. And how many of us would go out on every weekend, that the time Friday comes, oh, weekend has already started, we have to go out, party. The amount of money that you are spending on eating out, spending on alcohol, spending on partying in general, or even transportation, the amount of money we spent on petroleum or cabs. So I am really grateful to quarantine for teaching us, well, not exactly teaching us, but the good thing that it did is saving money for us, and a lot of money. Also, I know that the market is going down, but probably in a while it would be the best time to invest into market. I'm not a financial expert though, but I'm hoping for that. So definitely the good thing. Now, talking about people who would go out every weekend for parties, or in general anyone who thought that going out or going to a party or going to a park or just going out of house is the only way of entertainment, probably now they have realized that that is not just the only way, and that's how quarantine is making us realize how creative we can be at entertaining ourselves. Like, people are finding old board games, families are playing board games together, parents are finding creative ways to keep their kids entertained. In every way, all of us are somehow trying to entertain ourselves better. That creative kida in our brains working in one way or the other, either for ourselves or for our parents, family, spouses, kids, anyhow, that creative kida is working. Now, while being so creative and doing things with our family and friends, we are also realizing the importance of our family and friends, because not all of us are locked down with our families or with our friends or our flatmates. A lot of us are alone or just with their spouses or just with their parents. Some or the other family member is missing. Most of us are away from our friends. So lockdown is certainly making us value our people a lot, and how much we miss who. And they say that distance makes the heart grow fonder, so definitely quarantine is doing that for us, for a lot of our relations. And I hope once this is done, once we are over with lockdown and quarantine and we are out meeting people, I hope we don't take them for granted. I hope we don't take anything around us for granted, and the value stays with us. I know there are a lot of people who are waiting for the lockdown to get over, who are just frustrated with this lockdown. But trust me, this is one of the best times for you to sit back, relax, think about what are your priorities, think about what you want to do in life, short term, long term, how you want to achieve that. Probably the best time for goal planning, best time to connect with your people who are still with you in that house, if not at least over video calls. Also, one of the best time to network back with some of the people you have lost long back. You have not been in touch with them for a while, professionally, personally. Go ahead, call them, text them, reach out to them, and maybe fix a time for coffee, tea, whatever. For when this is over, you will get in touch with them in person. Having said that, I hope all of you are doing fine. I hope you stay safe. And I've made another video on what all things you can do during quarantine. Go ahead, watch that video. I'm planning to make few more videos next week. Stay ready for some bonus videos, especially with respect to your entertainment. I'm gonna prepare a list of movies and series and YouTube playlists that you could watch, and those are really entertaining ones. Some are very mind-boggling ones. Hopefully I should be able to send out a couple of videos next week. Until then, take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.